Suzuki met an ugly girl at a matchmaking agency, and he went against his conscience, telling the girl she was charming. Even though he was utterly disgusted on the inside, he still went shopping and watched movies with her. Going through all this trouble, what exactly was it for? It all starts from a few months ago. Suzuki was a young man who loved eating, hated working, and slacked off all day. He worked at a convenience store. Even with such a simple job, he made a complete mess of it. He was frequently reprimanded by the store manager. Damn it, slaving away my whole life in a place like this? Yet I can't even treat myself or have a single luxury. What's the point of a life like this? He fantasized about getting rich all day long. But Suzuki was extremely lazy. He didn't want to gain wealth through his own hard work. One day, he heard a piece of news on the radio. A criminal poisoned his wife to scam a huge insurance payout. And he had already done this 3 times. Every time, he scammed tens of millions in insurance money. The poison used was a plant called aconite. The symptoms of poisoning are very similar to a heart attack. As long as no one investigates closely, it can be done completely unnoticed. Awesome! I've found a way to get rich. As long as I do it 2 or 3 times, I won't have to worry for the rest of my life. Suzuki started learning about poisons and how to make them at the bookstore. Aconite is a highly toxic plant. Aconitine, extracted from its roots, can be fatal in extremely small doses. But where could he find aconite? Suzuki found the growing locations of aconite in the book. It turns out aconite grows in the woods under the Tomei Expressway. Haha, heaven is really helping me. To get rich, Suzuki became diligent. He bought a few botanical field guides and took a shovel to look for aconite. It blooms with little blue flowers. If you cut the root with a knife, the cut surface changes color when exposed to air. It changed color, this must be it. The book also says since a small amount of toxin is not life-threatening, you can lick the cut with your tongue. A numbing sensation will spread from the tip of the tongue to the mouth. It takes about an hour for the numbness to disappear. Since it won't kill me, I'll give it a try. Why isn't there any numbing sensation? I'll lick it a few more times. Here it comes. My tongue is starting to go numb. Haha, I'm gonna be rich. When aconitine enters the human body, depending on the severity of poisoning and individual physical differences, symptoms such as vomiting, numbness, sweating, and weakness in the limbs will appear. Severe cases can even lead to death within hours. Oh no, my whole body is numb. I can't stop sweating. I have to get out of here, or I'll die here. I have to go to the hospital, quickly. Before taking a few steps, Suzuki collapsed to the ground. After waking up in the hospital, Suzuki immediately escaped through the window. He was afraid of leaving a medical record of poisoning at the hospital, which might affect his future plans. Just a lick almost killed me. This is definitely aconite. Then he followed the tutorial on the videotape to extract the toxin. After a day and a night of extraction, Suzuki successfully produced the aconite poison. Haha! From now on, the money will come rolling in. So the next step is to find someone to marry. Hey, a matchmaking agency is a great choice. My goal is to find an ugly woman. The uglier the better. An ugly woman would be desperate for someone to marry her. If an ugly woman dies, she won't have to dwell on her bad looks and her inability to attract boys anymore. Dying would actually be a happy thing for her. Sorry to keep you waiting. I am Yoshida, a consultant at this agency. What? The membership fee is 300,000 yen? Are you kidding me? Don't panic, young man. Installments are also acceptable. And if you really want to get married, living in an apartment won't do. You need a Western-style house at least. Your clothes aren't good enough either. If you don't dress sharply, how will anyone take a fancy to you? Women these days can tell if a person is wealthy just from their appearance. Do even ugly women have such high standards? Looks are not important. You know how hard it is to find a wife nowadays. Now even ugly women have incredibly high demands. Damn it, is getting married really this tedious? And a Western-style house too? How much money will that cost? HMPH, it's fine. Nothing ventured. nothing gained. So Suzuki maxed out his credit cards to buy himself an outfit. If he didn't have a Western-style house, he'd rent one. The monthly rent for this house is 200,000 yen. Plus commission, deposit, and the first month's rent. The total is 1.2 million. Holy crap, is this getting married? This is a robbery, damn it! Suzuki was not intimidated by the high rent. He steeled his heart and borrowed from a loan shark. If I succeed, it's VIP clubs and models. If I fail, it's back to hard labor. Don't be a coward, just do it. Monthly interest rate is 25%, and you can only repay the loan after a month. You can't borrow today and repay tomorrow. Also, the interest rate for overdue repayment is 36%. Damn it. This is also part of the investment. I will definitely earn it all back with interest later. Everything was ready. Suzuki came to the matchmaking agency again. Mr. Suzuki, this is Miss Mochizuki, whom I mentioned to you. Hello, nice to meet you. She's so damn ugly. In this era, where there are fewer women than men, women who come to matchmaking agencies to find a date are exactly as I thought, ugly, beyond belief. However, she is the most ideal tool for me to get rich. Aha, you are so charming, Miss Mochizuki. Damn it, what miss? Calling her an auntie would be more fitting? After dating for a while, Mochizuki became more and more dependent on Suzuki. Suzuki could only grin and bear it. I want a luxurious wedding. No problem, then luxurious it is. Invite all our relatives and friends. The wedding banquet must be grand. I also want to go to Hawaii and Australia for our honeymoon. Do you have that much money? My income is pretty good, don't worry. Rich and handsome, I am so happy. There's nothing wrong with your heart, right? Why do you ask? Nothing, haha. Because recently, I often see news about young people dying of heart attacks. Not at all, I'm very healthy. Right, usually ugly women are especially healthy and strong. I'll have to increase the dose of aconite poison. However, when it came time to foot the bill, all of Suzuki's credit cards had no overdraft limit left. Your meal costs 56,000 yen. Your credit card is declined. I'm sorry, please pay in cash. Crap, I'm going to be exposed. You're right about that, haha. Excuse me, could you wait for me outside for a moment? If she finds out I'm broke right now, all the money I spent earlier will be for nothing. I'm going to the restroom. Please wait a moment. After Suzuki went to the restroom, he gasped heavily for air. Damn it, what should I do now? Now that it's come to this, my only option is to run for it. When Suzuki climbed out of the window, oh ho ho! Seeing Mochizuki, Suzuki could only let out an awkward but polite laugh. Exactly 56,000 yen, thank you for your patronage. This is so embarrassing. You should have told me earlier, I could have just paid for it. You don't actually have much money, do you? You've been faking it till you make it, haven't you? Don't worry, even if you are penniless, my love for you won't change. What? What I like isn't your clothes or your money, but you as a person. She really is a good girl. Although she looks ugly, she is very kind on the inside. It doesn't matter if we don't have a wedding. As long as I can live with you, that's enough. I'm not a particularly materialistic girl. This Mochizuki, even though she is very ugly, she really is a good girl. Soon after, Suzuki and Mochizuki held their wedding. With such a good girl, I must work hard. I want to let her live a happy life. From then on, Suzuki worked hard every day, leaving early and returning late. Also, Mochizuki could live a good life. But reality dealt him a heavy blow. My dear wife, I'm off work. Huh? Are we having instant noodles again today? Because I don't know how to cook. I've been wearing these socks for a week now. There's also a big pile of clothes in the bathroom. Could you wash them? And the dishes in the kitchen are growing cockroaches. Go wash them. No way, we agreed before. I only clean the house once a month. If you think it's dirty, then go wash it yourself. Cleaning, cooking, doing laundry, I don't like doing any of it. I just want to lie down, eat, drink, and have fun. This bitch. There's only one bowl of instant noodles, aren't you eating? It's fine, I've already eaten. At this moment, an old delivery man came. "Excuse me, I delivered sushi just now. Collected the money, but forgot to give you your change. You old geezer, I told you to come back tomorrow at noon. Now my husband knows I ate sushi. This bitch, she makes me eat instant noodles while she eats sushi herself. Not only is she ugly, but her character is absolutely rotten. Now there's only one way. Kill." His wife's shameless slacking ignited Suzuki's murderous intent. So he found an insurance company, ready to buy huge life insurance for Mochizuki. But he was told he needed his wife's health report to buy it. Damn it, can't I buy her insurance without her knowing? Left with no choice, Suzuki went home and discussed the insurance with Mochizuki. Hee, you know, I'm driving a truck now. It's easy to get into accidents, so I want to buy some insurance. You should buy a policy too while we're at it. When you go out, you could also get hit by a car. If an accident happens, having insurance is good for everyone. That makes sense. Suzuki's clumsy acting actually managed to fool Mochizuki. Your coverage is 70 million, and your wife's is also 70 million. You just need to pay 60,000 yen in premiums. Hee, I'll soon be able to buy luxury cars and visit VIP clubs for models. I'm going to really enjoy my life. After some time, Suzuki bought Mochizuki's favorite strawberry cake. The newspaper last time said the previous aconite murder case used steamed buns. If I use cake, the effect should be the same. Hee, you bitch, just wait and see. Honey, I'm home. I specifically bought your favorite strawberry cake. This chestnut cake is mine. The strawberry one is yours. Hubby, you dote on me so much. I'll go make you some coffee. Why is this coffee a bit bitter? Is it? Maybe I made it too strong. How about I get you another cup? It's fine if it's a bit bitter. I got the strawberry cake specially for you. Hurry and eat it. Eat it, you rotten woman. As soon as you eat that cake, I will instantly become a multi-millionaire. Oh my, what's wrong, honey? My whole body feels numb. What's going on? What's happening? Are you looking for this? What? Isn't this my insurance policy? Why are there so many? All added up, there's actually 100 million in coverage. You don't need a health report to buy cheap insurance policies, and you can buy a lot of them. As long as there's a large quantity, the coverage becomes a lot too. What do you mean? Crap, I can't stop breaking into a cold sweat. I'm very sorry, honey. I saw the method of making poison with aconite on TV, so I made some and put it in the coffee you just drank. I've always longed to travel abroad and have passionate encounters with handsome foreign guys, but I have no money. Because I spent way too much, I accrued a massive amount of debt, so I hope to suddenly come into a sum of money, like a huge insurance payout. Otherwise, I wouldn't have gone to a matchmaking agency. A girl like me has no trouble finding a boyfriend. Only a psychopath would go to a matchmaking agency. You bastard. Suzuki was already foaming at the mouth, collapsed on the ground. I'm sorry, you're already my second victim. This really is a shortcut to quick money. Suzuki and Mochizuki, these two pieces of work, both perished. The ultimate winner was actually the insurance company. What can we say after watching this story? Laying flat and slacking off is understandable. Most people have had the experience of slacking off. However, slacking is one thing. You can't go harming others. If Suzuki had focused his energy on a career instead of these crooked schemes, at least his life probably wouldn't have been so miserable. With a little effort, he could have lived a normal person's life. People ultimately have to face life and reality. Well then, that's all for today's show. See you next time.